This is a complete novice's guide to course fishing. I've never been before. This is the first time. I've gone for a 24-hour ticket. I've also borrowed a few things, one of which is a landing net. I don't really know what I'm doing, but I'm going to learn on the job. The bivvy's mine, the rods are mine, the reels ain't mine. I've only got sea fishing reels. I'll run you through what I've got. So I've got two friends that are heavily into this sort of fishing, and one of them actually lent me 2 reels specifically for this, because all I had at the time was, I'm doing that because they were sea fishing reels. If you sea fish, you know what they look like. So he's lent me these. So a friend of mine came around yesterday, he was fiddling about with the clutch, and he managed to break it. So cheers for that, Chris. He's took it away. He had to go at fixing it, but as I've just discovered, the back wind is permanently on. There's no way of turning that off even when you turn the button. That's knackered. So what he done was, he lent me, I've wrapped it up in here because although I look after stuff, I didn't want it to get damaged purely because it's not mine. One of his Shimano 4000 reels. Quality's just really good. It just goes for days. I'm going to have to put that one on now and take very good care of it and look after it. I'm going to be using that on something I do actually own. I've got a Nash stalker stick. You should say that was 8 foot long, maybe 8-9 feet. I'm not 100% sure, but we are going to be using the Shimano reel on this. If it fits, it should fit. Yeah. And yeah, we're gonna. What it looks like. Obviously, it's a bit of a better reel. Not that I'm really bothered. I mean, people have been catching fish for years on a bit of line and bamboo. So I've got a bomb, and that's going to. It's on the line. It goes to a tiny little swivel. These are just insane to me. So I use you know, quite large ones for sea fishing, and I've put that on a bit of a. I don't know if you call that a running ledger. And that's obviously going to help with tangles and stuff like that, as well as it's going to be able to move freely. And also the fish, there's a possibility, can help set the hook by having, you know, such a setup. And what I've done is, you know, that's maybe an arm's length, and then I've got the same just going to, I think that's a size 10 freshwater hook, not barbed, obviously not allowed barbed on most fisheries, including this one. And that's kind of all I've got so far. I mean, I've got everything to sort of make rigs. I've come and I've bought a lot of stuff. So I don't see why that wouldn't work. The bomb on the bottom, the corn floating up. I bought one of these as well. Kind of like, well, what is it? Let's just read what it is. It's a compact method feeder mold. So anyone who's familiar, I can turn this video off right now because you're not going to learn anything. So that's where you would put your ground bait. Obviously, once you've got it a little bit wet, which is this stuff down here. Bagging mix, carp, bream, tench, and you just wet it up with a little bit of water, pop it in the mould, you know, compress it together. That sits on your line, you cast it out. It's localised, so the fish are going to come into one place, as opposed to if you was throwing it out, you might not hit the same spot. It's going to break up sooner, so I've been told. So yeah, we got one of them. We got a bit of that. They're doing some tree work, so you're going to hear some chainsaws. What I've got is, obviously I've been learning on YouTube, but you ain't going to learn anything unless you're actually doing it. So I've taken a little bit of the water from the lake, and this is just me, you know, throwing it together based on what I've seen other people do and common sense, really. So I've got a couple of slices of bread, and I'm just going to put them in the bucket of water. There's not much water in there, and then before I get my hands messy, so I'm going to put. There's no specific measurements here, guys. I'm just going to put some in. It smells really nice. It smells like fruit. Something that's, you know, mouldable into like a smallish ball. I've heard that it's not the right time of year for this sort of fishing. Whether that's true or not, we're about to find out. Well, no, not really, because it could just be down to me not being a very good coarse fisherman. It's 10:15 now, so like I said, I've got 24 hours. I'm not going to go mad, overfeed the fish, and yeah, letting it off is probably the way to go anyway. I'm not going to use this yet, because I just don't feel there's a need, because I'm not actually 100% sure how to rig it up. I'm going to have to read the instructions and maybe have a quick look on YouTube. But for now, yeah, we'll get some of this in the water. When I set up, I see a big fish come to the surface and do a bit of that flapping about that they do. and it was just round here. Doesn't mean he's going to be there now, but it's a promising sign that there's fish and there's activity. So that's where I'm going to go. Little and often. Ooh. One of the rods that I've got, I actually own the rods, the Blivy. The whole setup is mine. You know, I bought £1,000 worth of equipment specifically for this trip. Some people are a bit like, why did you do that? What if you don't like it? I've been sea fishing every single weekend for the last 12 months. I love fishing. It's just the weather's changing. The sea's so far away from where I live. I've got a 2-hour drive every weekend, and it costs so much money. You know, fuel, food, bait, it's not cheap. Whereas this is £25 a night, and it's half hour from where I live. So, you know, 10, 15 quid in my van here and back is nothing versus 60, 70 quid. So it's sort of like budget fishing for me. I know it's not all cheap. You know, I did do 50 quid in the shop. That did include my ticket. But yeah, I mean, it's going to be a nice change regardless, and we are going to learn on the job. So this is the other rod. It's a Fladden feeder rod. It came with a few different tips. This is the one that was already on the rod. So I thought maybe it was just a general sort of all-rounder, because it came with 3 other ones: soft, medium and hard. So yeah, soft, medium and hard. This I just assumed was a general all-round sort of tip. Probably wrong, came with a rod. So and yeah, the reel I've got on here is just like a bog standard sort of no thrills sort of reel, but it would do the job. I'm not sure the blue line is going to be beneficial, because as I've noticed on all the other reels that I've got with me today, it's all green line. So obviously we're looking to camo it a little bit, but we'll see. Obviously the rig body's not blue. I've never used these rods before in my life. I'm used to using beach casters. Not sure what rig to go for yet. I need to look up how that little compact thing works, because that goes on the actual rig apparently. We'll see. So guys, this is another rig that I've just put together based on a picture online on Google Images. I just put in method feeder, and this is basically what came back. So I've got a swivel which goes to an arm's length of 5-pound line, say about an arm's length. The method feeder, which is sort of running ledger style, loose on there, which then goes to another swivel, and then maybe another arm's length, and then we've got a size 10 barbless hook on the end of it. I've been fishing with corn for the last hour. I had a bite, but I wasn't quick enough, and yeah, corn was gone. So was the fish. Cool. Bite on the rod. Oh, I just had a bite on the rod. That's the quiver tip. Bom, 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 bom. Got a bite, got a bite, got a bite. First little fish, guys. Looks like a little bream. I'm not 100% sure. I'll tell you what, them hooks not being barbed makes the world of difference getting the hooks out of their mouth, I tell you. I've only ever done sea fishing, and we always use barbed hooks. Obviously you're fighting the weed, the current, the waves, the wind, everything. But look at this little guy. I don't want to hold him too long. I want to stick him back, but first fish, buzzing. Tiny, tiny little knocks on the feeder rod. But yeah, getting back. So I got a little bit hungry, and we got a burger bar even on site. How cool is that? Literally, you've got the lake there. You got this guy here, lovely guy, Lek, and he's making me a double cheeseburger. So.
Thank you.
Happy days.
Ketchup?
Yes, please, buddy. It's a decent sized burger, isn't it? Overall, I think it's a really nice lake, a nice site. Bit messy, could be a bit more kept, but they are working on it as we speak, as you can hear the chainsaws and the head trimmers drubbing. They got on-site toilets, female and male. Before I fished here 2 days ago, I came to check the place out. He's a funny guy, that fella. Started proper chatting up my missus, but yeah, I think he does it with everyone. He's that sort of character. But yeah, I brought the rods in while I popped off. I put them back out now, same bait. you know, I've mixed more bread in with the ground bait and threw a bit more in the area. I've had 2 bites so far. It's 20 to 1. There's fish there, it's just whether or not I can catch them. But we'll see. Anyway, I'm gonna eat my burger. I just lost a double figure fish. I'd say it was a common carp. I got it right away to the edge and did some kind of weird maneuver and got away. Pretty pissed off because that's the second one I've lost in the last hour. Sun's finally setting. I can see more activity on the surface, more fish activity, which is great. I've still got loads of ground bait left. I came with loads of tins of sweet corn as well. So yeah, we're in for the night. It's pretty exciting though when you get a fish, especially on a feeder rod, because it just whoop. So them bite alarms are brilliant. Second fish, guys. I did have another one, double figure, literally just getting the net, and yeah, he came loose. Try and get him in there. Cracking little fish, fantastic. This is a great little lake. I'll definitely be coming back, so yeah, see if we can get a bigger one. Yes, get in. Oh, only just nicked in the lip. Got another one, guys. Turn that head torch off for a minute. Not 100% sure what this one is. Is it a mirror carp? I have no idea. I am buzzing. Nice little fish. Nice fish. That's 3 fish. That's good. Sticking back and still waiting for that big one. I'm made up with that. That is absolutely brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. It went quiet for so long. I was actually just sitting in the tent watching this rat. Novice's guide. We're doing all right. We're doing all right. It's 8 o'clock in the morning now, so not long left at all. I'd say I've got an hour and a bit left. I don't really want to outstay my welcome, but all being said and done, it's been really good. I lost 9 fish and landed 3, which isn't too bad at all. At least I've got something I can photograph, you know, take back, look online, see exactly what I got. That's how you learn, guys. Well, that's how I learn, you know. Sea fishing in summer and coarse fishing in winter. Probably the wrong way round, but it's more challenging and I enjoy it. I enjoy the challenge. People say that it's the wrong time of year and stuff like that. Maybe so. Maybe they're not on the bite as they would be in spring, summer. I'm not sure. The fact is, I came, I conquered. 3 fish, and that's all on hand-tied rigs, just, you know, based on imagery that I've seen. Sweet corn, bread, you know, that bait mixy stuff. I've still got a bit of that left. But overall, it's been really good. Finch Farm, brilliant location, friendly staff, 3 lakes. I'm on the main lake, and it has over 15 species of fish. So yeah, anyone who's thinking about coming down to Finch Farm, I highly recommend it, especially if, like me, you're a beginner, because it says here it's for all, you know, ages and abilities, and it is, it really is. Yeah, and if anyone tells you it's the wrong time of year, don't listen, because it ain't. You can still catch.